this is doing something around 60K a day in IP revenue, was soft launch last year's July. Downloads wise, it's slowly scaling up to something like 25K a day, which isn't much, but again, because this is sword category, which is basically nearing slowly and more slowly towards casual puzzle, which is very expensive, this is still a very big number. And then if we go to active, what?
Wait,
This is a no bullshit gaming show where we talk about games and their revenue in great detail, powered by our ad monetization, game design, and user acquisition triple threat expertise. Welcome to the 2.5 Gamers, the unfiltered truth served with a side of giggles. Let's not forget this is a 4 a.m. conference discussion vibe, so let's not take it too seriously. Tune in now and stay 2.5 steps ahead of the gaming industry.
Of course, new tool, Sensor Tower AI. Okay. Hello. Welcome again. My name is Matej Lančarič.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remiar.
And we are your hosts. And we are going to talk about Blossom Sword today. And why are we talking about it? Because it's an interesting case. Again, it's an interesting case, an interesting company. Coming from where?
China.
Yeah, it has all the keywords and the catchphrases that we use.
But
used before.
That's a nice segment. Are you watching this in China or Vietnam or Turkey or perhaps a Russian-speaking country? Don't worry, 2.5 Gamers has you covered. Scroll down to the bottom, press subtitles, and we will translate what we're saying for you because we at 2.5 Gamers know that some of our listeners are not in English-speaking geos. Now, let's get back to this amazing content.
Woo!
And we really need to do it like the GTA Vice City advertisement in the radio. It literally sounds like that.
This is it's
Shit.
This is amazing. It's like
Korean. I forgot Korean. We also do Korean.
Korean as well. Yeah, not so many people know that your previous job was actually subtitle salesman.
Subtitle salesman.
Just bidding for subtitle company.
Subtitles, anyone?
Anyway.
Subtitles?
Subtitles. Yeah. By the way, we good that you mentioned Korea. We are gonna be in South Korea in early January because we have an event with Airbridge, Moloko, and Sensor Tower. And by the time we are there, we also have, and get this, our dear listeners and friends from South Korea, we'll have a South Korean channel with translated and dubbed content. So it's gonna be there. I will post it, don't worry.
Yeah, hopefully everything works out in South Korea until then.
Everything works out, which reminds me I need to book the hotel because I still need to do it. Okay, enough.
Remo, share the screen on why we're talking about this and start with revenue and active user base because I was blown away by this game when I first started looking at it. I can't believe this is happening.
I can see you're blown away. You are a blob away. I think your connection is fine. It's great.
Okay, so let's start with the downloads.
No. It's just, why are we doing this again? Like our listeners said, we should play the game first and then show the numbers.
No, I want to do the revenue because it's crazy. It's crazy.
I know, but he's on
like
level
4
28.
people are driving
to
$7
go
million.
To 30, so just
no worries, I'll do
it. Fine. Okay.
No. Let's do the numbers now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, why are we talking about these kind of games? So, few conditions needs to be met. Very interesting design. This is not something we have seen before. This is not something that's like direct copy 1-to-1 or something. There's interesting
flowers
game design. Let me finish. Product iteration. The numbers prove it, meaning that we see increasing numbers, even though they can be small. The trend line is overall very, very positive, like the slow hockey stick that you see here. And then usually there's some kind of like additional USP, some kind of factor, like we see being suggested by someone, or there's very good reasons why this is working as it is, or crazy metrics like Felix will probably talk about, and so on and so forth. So there we go. Revenue wise, as for the Blossom sort, yep. What?
No, it's just JR blip.
JR blip. Yeah, as usual, subliminal messaging at its best.
Yeah, of course.
So this is doing something around 60K a day in IP revenue. Was soft launch last year's July. Downloads wise, it's slowly scaling up to something like 25K a day, which isn't much, but again, because this is sort category, which is basically nearing slowly and more slowly towards casual puzzle, which is very expensive. This is still a very big number. And then if we go to active, what?
Wait, let me go.
Countries. Sorry, countries as usual. Countries.
This
US,
is important. This is important.
65% of revenue is coming from US, and then 15% from Japan.
Everything else, nothing.
No, revenue. Downloads is 21% against 10%, and then comes the tier 3, tier 2 countries.
Still.
So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if we go, that's the same chart
users.
basically. Yeah. If we go to active users, that's what we wanted to go. Around 210K, let's say, by now, which is still constantly increasing. Again, US, Japan being on top, and then tier 2, tier 3 countries. So that's there. I don't even see like where's tier 1. Like UK is here, South Korea's here, France.
They're not pushing it on UA.
Right, go up,
they're just
go up.
spending money in the US.
Not much Europe, it seems.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Go down, you mean?
Yes, go to active user base.
Or what? These are active users.
Yeah. So 83,000 active users that are driving crazy high IAP. It's nuts. It's incredible.
If we go to revenue, I think we should be able to see RPU, which is what, like, ARPDAU is something like nearly $2, and the revenue per download is, I don't even see the line there. Like, US wise is like $6. It's like super high. So very, very good monetization. Do we want to see retention?
I don't think it's gonna be there.
It's there. Not that good, it seems. Like 7% day 30, I would expect more.
Could also be
Because
wrong.
I think it is more.
Yeah.
It is more, I think.
Probably sadness multiplier applied here. Anyway, let's go to the actual game. So,
oh, really? Finally.
Product-wise, what do you see here already from the first look?
Royal match.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sales stuff on the right, engagement stuff on the left. As usual, battle pass in the top. So this is becoming a very, very clear pattern these days. Feature-wise, also stuff like collectible album, which is already here, where you can see, they're following like the very, very kind of tried and tested metagame system for casual level-based games. Events-wise, as usual, very short timer, very pushy, very aggressive, win with other players being matched against you. Then we have Garden Scavenger Hunt, again, very similar setup with, again, random players matched against you are competing against some kind of a top prize on a short timer. And the last one, I guess we'll get to it during the bot, some kind of new unlock feature. Decoration-wise, or let's say the visual meta-wise style, it's again one of those building, not really restoring. What?
Why is it even there?
There needs to be some visualization of progress, man, like moving from point A to B. It's still like needs to be there. What I'm saying is that there's only one round down room kind of a thing that you can get rid of in the first step, and that's it. So this is again following the thing that we were talking with Royal Match in Royal Kingdom, that there's no more restoration. It's just building, plain building on clean slate.
Yeah, but
because you don't need then double the assets.
yeah, but you don't really build almost anything in here.
Or you decorate or
Yeah, I mean,
decorate.
put in stuff.
I
Whatever.
mean, I
yeah,
did
okay.
two things because I'm not the target audience for decorating. I hate decorating, so
I mean, it's kind of nice, but yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
we're not the target audience, right? We're playing this for the podcast, not because I want to play it.
So,
Okay, I mean, I kind of like it. It was quite easy.
But you have
then,
skinny fingers. I have fat fingers, which means that I always selected the wrong flower. It's super frustrating.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see, like, this is the usual, like, there's nothing really kind of new to this. Whatever. Yeah. After you finish the room, I would guess it resets and then it goes into another room because this is room
Exactly.
1. And yeah, I don't think so. We have the flower shop and blah blah blah. Rooms unlock, so on and so forth. Interesting part is that these what's this? These other journeys and gems, I guess that's some more kind of level progression, like what decorational items you can use in the decoration meta, but whatever. Yeah, let's get to the gameplay. This is important. So right out of the bat, there's a streak mechanic, which is really good, which gives you 3 boosters immediately on start of a level. If you keep it up, of course. There's pre-selection boosters. It already kind of pushes you towards that event that's running currently, so you see the progress of the randomly selected players that are fighting against you.
Absolutely fake how it's scripted.
Of course, everything's scripted. That's for sure. Okay, so it's a sword game, which means we're matching stuff together that's the same. But compared to other sword games that are, especially in like water sword and all these other sword kind of genres, this has actually much more lenient conditions. So we can move stuff around actually. So this is a little bit more similar to something like Match 3D, where you can pick up stuff and then move it, like pretty much match it on the bench. But we don't even have the bench. That's really interesting. So the super kind of a relaxing part about this that there are pretty much not that many wrong moves, but they are wrong moves and you can break your level. That's the problem.
That never happened to me.
In the early game, the difficulty is very easy, let's say. But for instance, if I just do stupid moves, like for instance, unhide other flowers, like the ones that are behind.
Oh yeah. So you block yourself basically.
I can block myself and break my level. So in the beginning, you need to think at least a little bit because there are mechanics. There are, for instance, there was this ice. By the way, within
ice.
the level, you can watch the ad and break the ice, like
nice,
an
yeah.
Hexa sword.
Yes.
Then there's these vases which contains flowers which you don't see, and you need to kind of take them by order. And then, yeah, as you see, I can just take any flowers that I want and move them around. Doesn't matter, and just match them in a trial somewhere in like an empty spot. And then it pretty much goes to me being able to kind of move all these things. The levels are time-based only, and you can still prolong it by one more minute. So as I said, it's very, very relaxing and lenient.
It's super satisfying and relaxing. Yeah, it's just it's very calm. You just sort the flowers. It's really, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you work your way to like through the level pretty much. There's not much kind of pressure. As I said, there are a few mechanics. I've seen a few levels being marked as hard.
It's hard, but it didn't feel like hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to even build difficulty within this setup. So most of the difficulty there is that just the like overall moving stuff takes so much.
Also, those flowers, some of them look very similar.
Yeah, that's by design, of course.
Yes, yeah. And
that's
I was
by design.
First, I really didn't really get those numbers on the on the vases as well. Like, what are the numbers? And then I uncovered the another layer of flowers. Like, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
I felt really stupid.
Yeah, so you see, for instance, I need to like unhide these different flowers that are behind the other flowers to be able to even match them. So for instance, now we want to kind of match one from the vase here.
I'm so jealous you're playing with a mouse and not my fat finger.
Yeah, this is definitely much better.
That helps.
Yeah,
that helps for sure.
Because one of the most frustrating things for me was just like, with my finger.
As always.
Yeah. I can imagine.
It's hard. Like even the match 3D games, they are much more comfortable on emulator.
Yeah, because you
For
can
sure.
easily pick it up. It's while you play, at least you can talk actually with this, even though it gets a little bit hard from time to time.
Yeah,
I was looking at the kind of the board. Like, what should I do? I don't see any moves. And they're like, oh, wait a second. There's the red rows and slightly different red rows again. It's like, okay.
Sometimes you need to literally move the whole combo somewhere else.
Just to uncover the flowers from behind.
Yeah, to uncover the flowers so they can like finish the other matches that are waiting for you somewhere.
Yeah. That's there you go. Oh, you didn't help yourself. You did.
I did. No worries.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I think we said this because it's the company is coming from China. I feel like you want to talk about the Chinese background, or just wait until Jakub finishes the level.
Well, I can show you because basically I had a look at the adapts.txt files right when I was doing the ads. So basically it's under two studios. So like it's Smart Imagine and it's under Zero Maze Studio. And let me show you the website of Smart Imagined. It's kind of funny. So if you give me the screen for a second.
Wait a second. Let me just finish the level.
Let me just finish the level, and there we go. So as I said, quite calming and quite easy. Right off the bat, when you finish the level, there's always a choice to watch an advertisement to multiply the soft currency. The Santa Claus is the event currency for the battle pass, and then there's like rainbow currency. That's the decoration currency.
Yeah.
So if I don't watch
an
ad, then it throws an interstitial.
Nice, because I didn't see the interstitial, by the way, and I haven't watched any yet. So
16, level 16 is when they come.
I'm level 17 and I didn't see it. So
and what? Okay, there you go. I'm getting spammed by whiteout survival playables through this. the worst ones, because the ones that you need to click on the store, otherwise the X button is not clickable. I don't know why.
But this is Bustra, right?
Yeah, this is Bustra. This is not whiteout or something like that.
I think like there's like 20 of those games out there already.
Yeah, and then pretty much the cycle continues. You again get some resources. All of these kind of events get reinforced again, which means play again on the main saga, so you can compete or get some rewards on these short timers, and then you move on forward.
Well, in the meantime, when Felix shows us the website, please play the level 29, so you actually get to level 30.
So we know what's the last feature that's on.
We know what's happening. Yeah.
So let me show you here. So this is Smart Imagine's website. The privacy policy. But then the contact us. The contact site is at 163.com, which is this.
Okay.
So I don't know what 163 is, but let me translate it. Looks like a news site. Couldn't be translated. So looks like a news site in Chinese. So definitely a Chinese company. And then on Android, it's Smart Imagined, and on iOS, it's Zero Maze Studio. And Zero Maze Studio essentially has the adapts.txt file that's exactly the same as smartimagine.com's one is. Zero Maze is actually the real website, but yeah. So here, and you can see that they have a cat trip, which is a Agave Games ripoff.
Agave Games, yeah.
Beauty Makeover, Car Jam, everything. And a nice Outlook.
Exactly. Oh
so
my God.
There's definitely like some weird stuff going, but the main important thing is that how you check this is basically you go to one of the direct sources. So like the Google one here is direct. You can do a command find and then the direct. And then if you go to the Smart Imagined, this is a different web adapts.txt file, go find, and then it's still the same. So it's the same company. So they're getting paid to the same spot, which is this. So it's definitely one company and they're definitely Chinese. So Beautiful
course.
website.
I mean,
I really like that now we're doing Panama paper style investigations.
Yeah,
It's
but
always
these
like,
Chinese
yeah,
companies is
I-
like you have to scoop through the layers. No one knows what's going on, and I don't know why they do
Yes.
it like this, but like yeah, there must be a reason.
I mean, usually Chinese companies have like HQ in Singapore anyway,
Yeah.
outside of China. So, and you know, they go quite creative with the names and companies and everything. So there you go. But I watched one ad, and the first thing I asked before the recording, are these Chinese? It's like feelings like yes.
Yes, 100%.
And
So
there was 1 second that I watched one ad. I was like, wow, okay, so I know I knew immediately. So I will be testing you guys, my dear co-hosts.
But the
Yeah, so
trend kind of goes with some ad monetization trends that we saw when we did the ad monetization episodes, that ad monetization is being pushed later and later if you have a lot of IAP revenue. And this game has primarily IAP revenue. So ad revenue I estimate to be 27%. Because the DAU is still kind of low, but basically the ads really start increasing after you play for a while. So I estimated interstitials to be about 4 or 5, but on like a 60% ad viewer rate because they come so late. Rewarded ads 5 on 55%, and then banners about 80 because they also come quite late. But the interesting thing is that they've managed to get so much IAP revenue from so few users. It's quite impressive. So yeah,
and it's not really pushy. I mean, I wasn't really. Maybe it just comes later down the line, but
It always
it's.
comes later with these level-based games.
I know.
Royal Match meta works like that.
Yes, I know. But honestly, I had that pain point of kind of trying to pay or just finish the level in Royal Match quite early. Royal Kingdom, because
Royal
it was-
Kingdom's not the Royal Match. That's
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
well,
But
my
then-
main pain point here was I don't like this game and I didn't like playing it because of all the misclicks. So I was using so many boosters to use the hammer, basically. If you share your screen again,
Okay.
Jakob, and show the hammer.
Yep.
Jakub, the rumor has it the retention of Royal Match and Royal Kingdom is exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did you hear that from?
Well, I'm not surprised.
Beep.
Those games look like on the surface level kind of the same.
Yeah. Piggy bank.
That's there. Yeah. So hard level.
Oh, there you go.
actually
Perfect.
look
You can-
into like how it actually looks.
Use the hammer.
Yes.
So it's 7 minutes.
8.
And
Oh,
you
so-
see,
okay,
you
yeah,
see what
that's one.
happened here. They
Yeah.
lowered the amount of free space,
Yeah.
so I can bring myself much faster. That's
Yeah, we need to leave Jakub some space so he doesn't really talk and he can focus on the playtime and playing the game, because you know the listeners you remember.
Use the hammers. You have 7 hammers,
Yeah.
Jakob. Use the 7 hammers. I want to
I
see the
know.
booster.
I'll use them when I need them.
Yeah. Come on.
Jakub
Let's
doesn't
use,
really
you have
know
6 more.
how to play casual games.
use all the boosters.
Yeah, there you go. Easy. This
Wow.
is how you play the game, Felix?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was just trying to get to the levels to see the ads, right? And then it was just like, God.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But you see, it's
This
almost
happens
the
to me
same.
all the time.
Yeah. Also, this is terrible game for men. We don't
Yeah.
see. We
Yeah.
don't see so many colors.
So many colors.
Yeah, so many colors. It's just there you go.
Well done, Jakob.
So yeah, it's well done. Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's the one you have on the left hand side. Great.
I...
In.
Should be in
So-
few seconds. But it's super nice iteration regarding the sorting genre, basically.
It is. The only thing, I didn't really enjoy that much this because
we're not target
flowers
audience.
doesn't resonate. Yeah, the flowers doesn't really or don't really resonate with me that
Yeah.
much.
The only thing I wanted to
On
say on
the
the
other
ads as
hand-
well is the banner ads. I think they're on a super low refresh rate. So basically, either they have a really long waterfall, because you can see even here, like since we started playing the game, it's been 2 minutes and it's still the same banner ad.
Same.
So
Yeah.
something is definitely going on there on their mediation side that they should probably take a look at. But probably what they have done what they've done is that they have too many placements in the waterfall for banners, and they just need to remove a bunch of placements that are not filling over 1%, and work with them, because then you have less latency.
I think when I was playing, I saw the banner ads after level 14, but maybe I was blind before. Was it from the very beginning?
No,
in there?
Level 11 for me.
Okay, it comes later.
Yeah, it came later. Okay. Overtaking of Flinko loops. What is this?
Dude, this game, it's Flinko, and what their strategy is, because I've had to ban them like 8 times with a client. So they started with a game. They started with a game called Plinko, and then I banned it, and then the same game came up under Plunko, and then now it's overtaking of Flinko loops. Flinko. So it's just like this is the 8th one I see, and what they do is like. It's complete gaming and gambling, and then they just do fake creatives, and then when they get banned, they just re-upload it under like a new name, and it's just Is
it a new company or just a new game?
A new game. I think it's both. I think it's both. Like it's just nuts.
Oh my god. Okay.
Plinko. Oh.
Flinko, yeah, Flinko.
Yeah, Flinko. It's hilarious. They must be having a great laugh.
Yeah.
More words, endless blossom. This is what I think.
Interesting.
And queer requirements.
This is the same thing.
This is what endless. Oh wow.
Ooh.
Hexasort.
Kind of.
Oh no! You need to do line match.
Yeah.
That's super interesting. So there's actually a different core in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So again, coming back to the.
That's very nice.
This kind of goes with what Laura was saying. The matching mechanic hasn't been innovated on.
Reminds me one thing which I'm going to show you in 5 minutes.
It's in the creatives, of course, isn't it?
For sure. Everything is UA.
That's why they have it. Everything is UA, man.
Yes, everything is UA. I didn't want to say anything, but I
UA
just can't.
Life.
Yeah, UA is life.
UA is life, yeah.
This is for sure UA.
I really loved Vasco's question yesterday during the AMA. Like, why do you think people to match 3D games, or the Triple Match CD, they are doing the black and white, find the types of creatives besides the CPI? Well, there's no other way. It's only because of CPI, it's nothing else.
All right, I want to see some UA creatives now, because this is quite interesting. But let's see some UA creatives.
Let him finish because it's actually moves.
It's moves
to do. Yeah. Look, and you could potentially. Yeah, think. Oh, okay, good. Oh, easy. You have 6 no.
Whatever.
You've on the right hand side. Yeah, there's all.
Okay. I wasn't looking there.
Gee, he did it. You did it. Well done. Even with us hassling, that's really good.
Very close. Very close. Oh,
you got rewarded with the integral interstitial lad.
Oh my god! Play it.
No.
Super burger. Raw cooking.
What's happened now? Endless blossoms.
Endless blossoms. Yeah, you can play.
That's it. 30 day pass.
Remaining chances. So you look. Rewards. It's completing for rewards.
So they basically add a second game mode on level 2.
Yeah, pretty much. 4 stats. Okay.
Oh no, there's not a second game mode. So they add a second game mode and a calendar challenge.
Yeah. Play, please.
Yeah, it's a calendar challenge, typical one.
Okay.
See, 2 minutes 30.
2 minutes 30. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Now okay. So now it gets interesting.
What happens if those?
Oh, you move the bombs. Oh, you're moving the bombs.
No. The bombs go off with every single match.
Every single match, yeah. And if they are together, oh my god, this is great.
Well, match more. I want to see what happens with the bombs.
Yeah. You need to match.
Get rid of them by matching them up.
Oh yeah. Okay. And every match, it's ticking. The bomb is ticking.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise, they would destroy the flowers and brick your level probably.
Most probably you will lose.
That's very interesting.
Very
Yes, so see, they have very good IP revenue because they have a lot of interesting mechanics.
Yeah.
Mechanics is everything with level-based games.
Well, no, UA is everything. What are you talking about?
UA is even more. Yeah, fair enough.
No, but this is the combination which is deadly. It's just that. This is what.
It's like ad monetizations, game design, and UA together, right? It's just a triple threat.
Instead of silent but deadly, fake but deadly.
Oh, no, it's not fake. You just played. You just played it. What are you talking about? Come on.
Let's see the UA part.
No. Look. Look. So, watch this and tell me. What do you see?
No, brain train apps.
Look at this.
Again, this mind trick.
Mind trick. But how did I see this is a Chinese company? Tell me.
Alzheimer's?
It's no. Look.
Is it AI?
No, guys, you don't.
Oh,
you don't listen to me.
They have the watermark. Yes.
Exactly.
Ah, that's so clever.
Yes.
Why don't all
Chinese
companies?
Every Chinese company has
Because they steal their creatives over there much frequently.
This is the trick. So you see every Chinese company exactly because you put the creatives out. You get the coffee and then you go back and then 10 other companies just copied your ads. Just not even copy, just stole it and then just run it on your on their account. So this, exactly. So, but honestly, I was also this hook. Last Christmas I was diagnosed with us. I mean, wow!
This is the IQ hook on steroids, basically.
IQ hook on steroids, exactly. Yeah. And look,
so Blossom Swords cures Alzheimer's.
Obviously.
Yes, of course. So
There's
this is the second core that
this
we
is the
saw.
second core,
The line
exactly.
match.
Yeah. I mean, they do a lot of great stuff on the creative side, actually. Because I'm just showing you Facebook. They have obviously Uplavin and some other stuff. Yeah, we'll get to that. But this is exactly it. So it's all you can imagine, all the cute stuff. But again, this is mainly the second core. I wonder if this has better CPIs than the actual sword. I would say the otherwise. And of course, decoration.
It's like
and not showing the gameplay.
Looks exactly like a Redecor ad.
Yeah,
I was working with few decoration games, and the CPIs were quite low for decoration. So I can understand like why they're doing this.
How much?
I would do
just so
this.
I know.
I don't know, like 20%, I think. Maybe, but the game was about decoration, so I couldn't really show anything else.
And game screens everywhere.
Yeah, but they're still one step behind because they don't have the best hexagons, exactly. So they are they have some interesting stuff.
Marble cake.
Yeah, marble cake and the watermark. It's there.
And nail polish finger.
Well, that's the thing. Nail polish is very important. Don't forget about it. Yeah, don't forget about it. It's very, very important. This also like the music. You can't hear it because your ears would probably explode. But again, hello, all of this. Where did you see it? Yeah, all match 3D games basically. So
Good
this
master.
is. And also that one.
Yeah, the shelf background is Goose Master, basically.
Elf on the shelf. Anyway, it's Arzen is just sending me text messages. He's using Sora now, so it's gonna be most probably very interesting.
Is he AI? No.
No, but did you read the text?
No.
Yeah, so
My grandma
sent
me
cures Alzheimer's. It also cures the dog.
No. Grandma sent me her dog so she can focus on playing Blossom Sword. This is brilliant. Yeah. This is brilliant.
I love like there's some like office space in China, and these guys are like, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer. No, like, but again, this is all it needs to be. You remember the grandma in the creatives, the good old lady, which was just like on all the creatives out there.
Literally Obi-Wan Kenobi style creatives.
Yeah, it's just insane. There's this dog, and it's free to download. Like, it's not no ads, but it's free to download. Like, what is? I don't know, man. Anyway, so it's all of these, and this is all on Facebook. And again, nail polish, really, really, really nice music, and then calm,
butterflies
relaxing.
on top.
But of course, butterflies, everything. It's very slow. It really, there's no timers, nothing. So you actually enjoy watching this. You want to play this because you want to relax, and embark on a vibrant journey, whatever that means. And we have also
there we go.
Yes,
water sword.
Also the water sword, because why not? So all of this, and have you ever counted the number of different creatives we just watched?
The sixth one already.
Exactly.
A lot of different concepts,
and that's beautiful. So that's this is why they can grow so quickly. Not so quickly, but they can go like steadily from where they were before, and they're just still growing because this is they have 61 pages on Facebook only. There you go. What is this?
There we go.
Hey.
So they have all of it, all of them.
Favorite matching pyramid.
Yeah, they're Match Factory pyramid. They know what they're doing. I'm really positively surprised.
Literally like a checklist with some.
Yeah,
companies.
exactly. Yeah. So which. It's like the impression story all over again. We need new creatives. How many of concepts? All of them. All the concepts.
Yes.
Everybody's running. Yes.
How many concepts? Yes.
Yes. I think Jakob, you mentioned it when we discussed like what's the brief for the creatives? It's usually check competitors, take all their creatives they ran last week, make them. let's produce all of them.
Easy.
Yeah. Like what's the brief? Like do this. Everything else. Oops. It's also coming from the different sorting games and match 3D kind of games. It's
a
all
stacking game, sorting game. What is it called? Good sort or whatever it's called.
Do they have flowers being threatened by snake or by rocks?
No, I didn't see. No, I didn't see any. Yeah, that could be actually interesting. No, it's only seniors and Alzheimer's.
I don't want to see her again. Oh my god.
No, don't worry. No, don't worry. We're gonna go to actually, outside of Facebook because they're running like majority of the stuff is uploading in Unity and then uploading in Unity. And guess what? It's all playables. Like first page is all playables. Really nice music. I feel and that hook. And there's a guitar in the background. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I really enjoy it. Continue download. So there you go. Another one. It's just so many. Wait a second.
Do you think this gameplay is completely new and they innovated, or did they steal it from someone? What do you think?
What do you mean new?
I think it's quite new. Like think of it as, let's say, water sword. So they removed one of the main rules, which is you can only connect the sorting pieces onto the same pieces, which is broken here because you can move the flowers anywhere you want. There just needs to be space. That's the main principle. So it gives you a much more easier time and much harder for the level designer to create difficulty actually. But because they are now doing with the timer, it creates the difficulty basically itself. Like that's what I'm saying. Like with all of these other like new sorting games, probably you'll just see them being on a timer. Still, the problem is if you brick your level, you don't know you bricked it, and
because
it won't tell you, and then you will just like being clicking for the rest of the time. But it's still like up to 3 minutes. But for the like relax, wow, what's this?
Whoa.
Some
video.
slimy balloons.
It's like, but nobody cares. Like, this is
Nobody
this is
cares.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Somebody has an LSD idea.
Oof, LSD for seniors? That's perfect, no? Like, it's cures Alzheimer for sure.
Man. I see myself playing that game that doesn't exist, but basically I would have 2 fat fingers to do anything.
Yeah, and I'm also really liking that there's no bench for the flowers or anything, like additional inventory or something. It's just that you just need to kind of manually move them around. That's it. Which is I think the source of this kind of calming thing, because
Yeah, exactly.
like that's like one of the main motivations, like this, like cleaning up the room thing. It's very common. Everybody wants to do it. It's just like very calming, very satisfying, and it's very structured. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. I can see why is this doing so well, and I can also see why is this coming from China. I mean, next year it's gonna be you know what, we are just deconstructing games. Where they based the company? China. Like, what's happening in China this
But you
month,
see,
this
like,
year?
based on their
Vietnam is the
portfolio,
hot one. Vietnam.
No, but I mean, like, looking at their portfolio, the company portfolio, you can see that they are just following kind of latest trends and trying to innovate, and
Yeah.
this is pretty much the one that actually made it. So this is not like one time something. It's just that they were doing this again. Like,
Ooh,
it's still hard work to do these
it
things.
is, yeah, of course.
So
Oh, nice.
Guys,
Yeah,
I need to start. I need to start wrapping up. Unfortunately.
Of course. Oh, it's like I'm done.
Ah.
I showed you everything I
well,
wanted.
that's
This
like light episode for
what
today.
do you mean
But
light episode? It's just it's already 40 minutes, and we discussed everything that we needed to discuss. We don't really need to
Yeah, we don't
record
need it
four,
because
four,
we-
4 hours always, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
just got into the
It's
mood
fine,
for
yeah.
2 hour long episodes.
Yeah. No, I think like it's a very interesting case. Very
Yeah.
interesting case.
It's similar to something like we saw with like Triple Match City. Again,
Yeah.
these very innovative level-based puzzle genre kind of setups that are kind of trying to storm in and disrupt the category.
These are way more prepared for scaling.
Yeah.
Because of the creative work and the channels. You know, like the first page of all the creatives were just playables. If we saw 5 different playables, seriously. And this is not even that like big of a scale. It's what, like 1.5 million or something in the last couple of days or 3 days. So it's growing, and it's gonna grow after Christmas and early next year for sure, because the setup they have at the moment, it suggests that they can grow quite quickly after all the Christmas craze is done.
And
That's my prediction, by the way, for next year. That sword category is going to be disrupted very heavily. Then solitaire category.
Solitaire?
Yeah,
Interesting.
solitaire. Watch solitaire, and you'll see. Similarly, how domino was
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
by
I get
Domino
it. I
Day.
get it.
Candy Crush already has a solitaire.
I
right?
know.
So that one, and then hidden object.
Yeah.
These 3.
all right.
So, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Go and check the 3-hour-long episode, which we did with Match 3. It's definitely worth it. Please subscribe, comment on the YouTube, and also share
Read
the
our
podcast with
subtitles.
your friends. Yeah, check the subtitles. And see you next time. Join the Slack channel as well. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.